Okay. All right.
Okay, great. So this is our last official training today. So we can go over any questions that you might have on things you've been working on. We can review some form things. We can look at social functions if that's what you're interested in. Anything you want, really.
I'd rather hold off on the social stuff, and I'll learn it when I need it. You know, I'm anxious to launch because I got my meeting coming up. So
Okay.
I think, I guess the process to actually link it and launch it is something I'd want to know. And I know you sent me the test for the forms, but I've been in the hospital all weekend with a family member, so I haven't been able to do anything since you sent that, unfortunately. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's an elderly aunt, and it didn't go it didn't go as smoothly as we'd hoped. But you know what I mean? She doesn't want to live where she has to live now, and so that unfortunately is what happens. And it's, even though you know you're doing the right thing, it's very hard.
It is.
Yeah. So anyway, moving right along. Let's go keep our mind off of that and work.
Okay.
So I have my screen all the way open, you know, that you're controlling.
Okay, so we can look at the forms today if you want to. If you want to wait until you test the forms and look at them later, because sometimes it makes sense for that. I mean, it's really up to you.
I'd rather do a little overview now before I test them. I had to launch my registration. They're getting an email with a paper form today because we're 30 days out from room block. I couldn't wait any longer. But I'm hoping that we, you know, this week, so that people who haven't done the paper will still be able to go online. So when you say test, you mean all the way through the financial part?
Yeah, so those links, if you click on them, you could pretend like you're a person registering for the event. It would take you all the way through.
Okay. And Moolah's all hooked in?
Yep, we're all hooked in.
Okay. Okay, I want to make sure about that. All right, so yeah, why don't you give me a little spring conference test would be the good one, I guess, for me. Okay.
So this one, now this is going to be based on the one I have, which might be outdated since it was from 2014. So if you want to send me the 2015 stuff, I can go ahead and update it. But essentially it looks like this. It has all the information that you wanted to collect. Down here, go ahead.
Are we looking at it the way it would look as if I was a member logged in or not a member logged in?
No, this is how you would edit the form, you as an administrator.
Okay. Okay. So they're only going to see what's pertinent to them. They'll see the pricing pertinent to them.
Correct. So depending on who's logged in, because you log in on the first page of the form, it'll apply whatever pricing applies to them, if they're a member or a non-member or something like that.
And that's always trying. I mean, I've done this kind of product with other people, and you know, you always get the phone call that the price is too high because, you know, they haven't gotten it through their head. They have to log in. But it's a learning curve, yeah.
So how I have it set up is just the registration information, the registration options. They can register extra dinner tickets, anything like that. And then down here they have the option to also do a sponsorship.
Right.
So it's pretty straightforward. Go ahead.
Oh, just go down a little bit. What extras do you have on this one? Does it have a tour or golf or something?
This one has Texas Hold'em as the extra in the Thursday morning tour.
So on this form, is it possible to hyperlink anything? Like if they wanted to know where's this tour going, can you like hyperlink tour so that if they clicked on it, they would go to that page, or would that throw them out of the registration process?
So you can hyperlink. When I hyperlink stuff, what I do is I make it pop up a new page instead of taking them away from this page, but we can do that at that end.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Is when you make that page, there's a place that says open a new page. I don't remember where, but I remember it was there somewhere.
Yeah, so that's what I would do on a form.
Okay.
Okay, so essentially they just go through, take the form. This is where you would need to edit anything. Things for you to work on after you test the form. It will make a little more sense. But if you remember from our forms training, you have these confirmation pages. So there's a page and an email that can go out. And this would be a really good spot to put any kind of hotel information, any additional information you want to provide them.
Okay.
I didn't go and fill it in because obviously I don't know that information, but this is where you can plug it in. I can plug it in for you, or you can edit it yourself.
No, that's fine. I have no problem putting that in. Now, there's the confirmation page and the confirmation email. So I assume the confirmation page comes up at the end of their registration and the email gets sent out after their registration.
Correct. The page is where they land after they pay, so after they get through the payment process and have successful registration, and the email goes out at about the same time once they successfully pay online.
Okay. So I could even, do HTML and copy one to the other and edit it a little bit if they're very similar, correct?
Yep, a lot of times people just keep them the same, correct.
Yeah, okay. And then after confirmation, like I can link that over to a sponsorship page or a hotel information or something?
Definitely.
Okay, and then reoccurring payment confirmation emails. So choose one of the options. Okay,
yes,
so
I do recurring payments for this one.
Excuse me?
Don't worry about this recurring payment. That is not applied to this form or any of your forms.
Okay, all right. So I don't have to worry about that. And if I wanted to cancel and refund, I can do it through this, right?
This is where you set an email, so then if you do refund, they would get this email. But you process the refund through their receipt.
Okay. So through the receipt in your software, not my QuickBooks, so.
Correct. You would pull up their receipts once there's receipts in, and then there's a little spot that you can refund, and then it would process through Moolah for you.
Okay. Okay. And then I see reports. So is that something I can edit, or?
Reports gives you a breakdown. You'll be able to export the receipts, which is what I use most when I'm working with forms and want to get an idea of what everyone's doing. So if you export the receipts, it gives you an Excel file, and you can break down how many people registered for which events, things like that.
Which is what I'll need. And then how do I link it? Now, I know Moolah said there was a way to do that. I guess I do it through Moolah so that it updates my QuickBooks. So is that all through Moolah or you?
If you wanted to, there's two different things. There's a way to do it from us. It doesn't automatically update your QuickBooks. There's a way you can export from MemberClicks and then import into QuickBooks. Moolah, I know, has some kind of option where you can do a direct update. I think there's a fee associated with that, but it's all done through Moolah if you want to be more automated.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know she was saying, you link. I don't know how much you know about QuickBooks, but you link it to accounts, so that this sponsorship goes into the spring conference account for sponsorship. So I don't know how to do that relationship, whether it's through you or Moolah.
Well, in our system, we do have these revenue accounts under here. So forms, revenue management.
Okay.
And in here, I can add a new revenue account. So you can name it sponsorship, put this information, and save it.
Oh, okay.
And then,
that's there. Okay.
But like I said, this is not going to automatically update your QuickBooks. This is just going to let you pull out a report from MemberClicks that will be similar to your QuickBooks.
Oh, okay.
So you create the revenue account, and then under pricing in a form, you can come down here, and then you can assign revenue accounts. And I can pick, so say for all my sponsorship ones, I would pick that sponsorship revenue account. Where if I had another revenue account for just registration, I would link that. So you link an account to each field, pricing field. And then you would just pull a report under Reports, Revenue Account Report.
Okay.
And then you would be able to pull this, and then you could export it. And then if your QuickBooks allows you to, you could import it into QuickBooks. Okay,
it should. I mean, I have I think the latest version. They always seem to update it every 10 minutes. But,
is it QuickBooks Desktop or online?
Oh, no, it's desktop.
Okay, then yes, desktop user looks fine.
Okay, so, and is there more information about that in the Help Center, like if I needed a walkthrough on that kind of thing?
Yep, if you just look for revenue account reports, it'll there's a like I think it's a 30-minute long video that we did one month that was one of our monthly special videos. So I would definitely recommend looking at that.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Yeah, I'll check with Hart to see what her product does too. You know, figure out what it is and just do one. Because if I flip back and forth, oh, that seems like it could breed some issues.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to her and to see, you know, what their options.
You know, you go even the way you do it now, and I get mine through the QuickBook payment gateway. You still got to go in and tell it to download, you know, the current whatever. So that's no big deal. Hey, can I put you on hold a second? I smell something burning, and I work out in my house. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, let's pray the smoke alarm doesn't go off. I left the pan on the stove.
Oh, gosh, is it okay?
Yeah, I mean, I cooked an egg, and I came in here, and I'm drinking my tea, eating breakfast, waiting for our call, and apparently I fucked up, for the lack of a better word. But anyway, usually the alarm doesn't go off if I open all the windows in the kitchen. Okay, I'll try. Sorry.
Okay, worries.
Don't want to kill the pets, you know, the dogs are in the house. Okay, so we were next. Okay, so we went through the forms. Now you set up for me, it looked like you set up a renewal for producers but not affiliates, so I can just copy and fix that.
So,
and then you did it?
I didn't do the renewal yet because I want you to test them one more time to make sure we don't need to make any changes. And then once I hear, yes, they're good to go, I will just create the renewal. I can create that really fast for you. But test it and just make sure so I don't make a form that is going to need edits as well.
Okay, because, yeah, the production school, affiliate, fall conference, producer, membership. So these are to join, not renewals. Both of these are to join. Right.
But I will create the renewal for you. I just want to make sure that the applications are good, and I'll base the renewal off that.
And we have a little bit of time on that, like I said, because we renew on a calendar year, so we're pretty, you know, we got some time on that. It doesn't need to go any further. Okay. Okay. And then folder and start. It says folder, so like 2015, I can just stash that in a 2015 folder, but still access it to make a copy for 2016 like that, right?
Correct. So everything is not in a folder right now, but you can create folders. So maybe I wanted to do an application folder. I'm going to tag, tag these two. And down here, I'll just do new folder. It would pop up this window where I can make an application folder. And now over here on the right, I have folder. I can go to application, and now they're just in there. And you, like you said, you can do that yearly, by type, anything you want. But I do see people utilizing these folders.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions on things you've been working on?
No, like I said, unfortunately, I haven't been working on much. No, I think I have the online directory. Okay. You know, the only thing, and I'm trying to remember. So for my searches work, but when I was trying to put a button on the search to say, to list all the affiliate and producer members, but not my whole directory. It kept asking me for a search a parameter, like an attribute. And I thought we could do it without putting an attribute in and just get everything.
Yeah, let's go to the page and see what it looks like.
I'm not even sure where I got it, as far as I got on it. So, member search, I think it was, not find a member. Okay, so for a complete list of our members, and that's supposed to be not like everybody, but just our affiliates and okay, so.
Okay, let's see what this is linked to. You should have it linked down here in site links.
Right.
To save search. It should be, okay, so remember from our last training we need to create that search. It hasn't been created yet.
When I was trying to create it, and I wanted it to do producer members, both parent and children, and affiliate parent and children, but nobody else. And it kept telling me I couldn't do it because I didn't have an attribute selected. But I didn't want it so that you had to pick an attribute.
Okay, and so you were doing it right here on the advanced search?
I thought so. Oh,
okay.
No. Okay, so let's walk through this because I might have been trying to do it under user search, not advanced search.
Okay. So for this one, we're going to be creating a save search. And you create save searches through the advanced search, which is located down here.
Okay, so that's the user search because this is sort of how I set up searches.
This is how you set searches, and you can publish these searches, and that's what we're going to do. You can create searches for yourself, or we're going to create one that you can publish to other people.
Okay.
So in here, we're at advanced search. I'm going to do it based on filters. I just selected those 4 groups that you mentioned that you want. Then I'm going to click search. It is going to bring me this list of people. So 197.
Okay.
If I scroll down to the bottom of this list, I'm going to be able to save it.
Okay.
I'm going to say based on criteria. That way, if you have any new people join, they'll be added to this search as well.
Oh, okay.
And then in this, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm nodding. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. And then right here, this is where you decide who all can see it. I'm going to make sure everyone can see it. That way, if you link it on the site, everyone will be able to access it. I'll just name this member list and click save. Now it's created. So now we're going to go back to that page.
Okay, that's what I did.
And then we'll just break this link and relink. That one. So we'll go to site link.
Right. Let's save searches and member list. Okay, so then.
So do all that and save it. Now let's go to your website.
It wasn't that. Do this one over here under quick links.
Okay.
Yeah, that one should do it. The other one I haven't. Oh.
Okay. It just looks like the page hasn't been linked yet. That's okay. We can link that. Where do you want it to go?
That one is for everything. So there was a page that looked like this, and then it said to click. Try product search. See what happens under that one. I may have done it twice to make it.
I think they're just going to the same spot.
Yeah, something's odd, though, because we just saw what I was talking about, right?
Well, that was find a member. It looks like you might have another one.
No, do number 4.
Okay, so there's just 2 different pages.
Okay, so I need to make it one page. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, the only thing I wanted is if you log in as a member, I wanted it, and it seems to work, to go under membership online directory, and it lists everybody, and that's fine. I did the search all thing, so that one works fine.
Okay, great.
But then the other one should say, if you want to find this, but only members should be able to see the whole list at once. So that was maybe because we're not logged in as a member.
Wait, what do you say?
The one that you can see the whole list of the membership, I thought I made it, you only saw that if you were in.
Okay, well, the page, that article that we just edited is just not linked anywhere on your site, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the issue. It's just not linked anywhere. You have two different articles, and the one article is linked, not the other one.
Okay, so I need to fix that.
Yeah, I think if you just switch them out or combine them or whatever you do, that should fix it.
Well, I should pick one, delete the other, and just use that one for, even though I'll always have several places to go search for a product or service, you know, I mean, that's number one purpose, and so that's why I have it in quick links, and I'll also have it along the top because, you know, people don't read. Okay, close my window. Okay, so I get it there now. So I just need to, so it's that article, one of the articles that have it, but the article isn't linked. Is that what you were telling me?
Yep, so you created this member search article, but the one I've been editing is the Find a Member, and this one has the search, but it also has these links in here.
Okay, now I understand. I see what you mean. Okay.
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 All right, other questions?
No, I think that was where I was. Like I said, I think I put most stuff up there. I just don't have the details for my spring conference on because I'm just gelling them up now. So I'll make a 15 conference page, and that'll be fine. And I'll. So I should test. So when you say test the forms, how do you suggest that? I mean,
so the form, the email I sent you should have links, and those are the links to the front end of the site. So if you click on the link, it'll pop up like a member would see it, and I would just go through and maybe test it with not your information, but fake information. And then you'll go through and then just make notes, and then we can come back, talk about any questions you had, make any edits, things like that.
Okay. Now, isn't there a fake credit card number you can use to test credit card stuff?
Yeah, you should be able to go online. I think it's like Visa's is like 411, like all ones. If you use it, it should come back declined, and that's good. Like you want to get a credit card that's declined.
Right. Yeah, I remember doing that before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, you should be able to go on. But,
Okay. So, and then, so how do we point this, how do we set it up so that it goes where my website address is?
Okay. So 24 hours before you want to launch it, just send me an email, say, hey, we're ready. I will get our domain person to add the domain to our servers, and then they're going to provide me with some information for the name servers. You will then just log into that Network Solutions with your account in there, and then just update the name servers to the ones I provide you. So you'll be pointing the site to us, the domain to us.
So do I have to set up web forwarding with Network Solutions?
Do you have multiple domains?
Actually, I only use the org, but I pay for com just so that if people type in com, I still get it.
Okay, then yes, you would want to. We'll set up one on our servers, and then you would forward the other one through Network Solutions.
Okay, so I won't need it for my main one like org, but I will need it for the other one for com.
Correct.
Okay, because they charge like something stupid, and it costs them nothing, but that's another story. Okay. All right, so then set there, and yeah, so I think we're really, really close. So
I think you're right.
Excuse me?
So I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I would think we could launch this week. Tomorrow, today I have to be out of the office. so behind with this whole hospital thing. But and then I'll send you probably an email. I'll work on this all day tomorrow, and then I'll send you an email giving you the 24 hours, probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we can possibly launch by Friday. Are you in the office or working this week? I mean, I never know what people's holiday schedules are and stuff.
Yep, I'll be here all through Friday. Just if you were to essentially just email us by Thursday, just due to the time difference because we're on the East Coast. If you email us on Friday, we should be able to do it, but I like to launch things on Thursday just so you have Friday to make sure everything's working out.
Right. Well, and I'm hoping by the end of tomorrow, excuse me, by end of tomorrow I'll send you that email.
Okay.
And we could launch on Thursday. That would work out really, really well for me.
Great. And do you want email set up with your domain? We can do that if you want to.
Okay, because I set up one with Network Solutions because I didn't know if you could do that. So.
Yep, you can have up to 15 email accounts with us associated with the domain.
Oh, okay. I wish I'd known. I will.
You can always add that later if you want.
No, yeah, I think I added because I've been using a different one, and I wanted to get into one that hooked up, that had this whole, had it the same as the website. Okay, so so we only spent a half hour. Does that mean we have another half hour that we can chat, or do I now go after we implement? I go straight to help desk.
Nope, I would like to use that other half hour probably because after you test the forms, you might have some questions. So I think if we save that later this week if we have time, that would be fine.
Perfect.
With me.
That'd be good. Thank you, because that works out better for me too. Okay, so I'll be working on that maybe tonight and tomorrow, and then I'll send you an email and let you know how it's all going.
Okay, sounds awesome.
Okay, thank you very much, Amanda.
Thanks, Cindy. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, don't forget to send me the link when you get a chance, the video link.
Yep, will do.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.